Hello, I'm Jerry. I'm Jerry Fort. Welcome to Jungle Jerry's Treehouse. Gonna read a story out of the monster book, Creatures, Beasts, and Fiends of Nature by Nick Redfern. This story is The Irish Crocodile. The idea that crocodiles might be living in Ireland stretches credulity not just to its limits, but way beyond it too. Nevertheless, creatures that at least superficially resemble crocodiles have been seen and reported across the land and for centuries. And particularly in Ireland's lakes and lows. Loughs. A particularly fascinating account of just such a monster was chronicled by Roderick O'Flaherty, in parentheses, Rodri Flaithberte. In his man, my sinuses are destroying me today. In his 1684 book, A Description of West or Halar Connaught. The location was the waters of Lough Mask. O'Flaherty said, "There is one rarity more, which we may term the Irish crocodile, whereof one, as yet living, about 10 years ago, in parentheses 1674, had said experience. The man was passing the shore just by the waterside and spied, in parentheses sick, far off the head of a beast swimming, which he took to be an otter, and took no more notice of it. But the beast, it seems, lifted up its head to discern whereabouts the man was, then diving, swam under the water till he struck ground, whereupon he ran out of the water suddenly and took the man by the elbow, whereby the man stooped down, and the beast fastened its teeth in its pate and dragged him into the water." That'd be scary. What had begun for the man as a sighting of an unusual animal was now nothing less than a fight for life and limb. O'Flaherty continued with his extraordinary account, where the man took hold of a stone by chance in his way, and calling to mind he had a knife in his jacket, took it out and gave a thrust of it to the beast, which thereupon got away from him into the lake. The water about him was all bloody, whether from the beast's blood or his own, or from both, he knows not. It was the pitch of an ordinary greyhound, of a black, slimy, sick skin, without hair, as he imagines. O'Flaherty then made an intriguing statement on the nature of the beast and its history, to the extent that its history was known. Old men acquainted with the lake do tell there is such a beast in it, and that a stout fellow with a wolf dog along with him met the like there once, which after a long struggling went away in spite of the man and his dog, and was a long time after found rotten in a rocky cave of the lake. So the man and his dog was found rotting in a cave of the lake. When the waters they were found in the rocky cave of the lake when the waters decreased. The like, they say, is seen in other lakes in Ireland. They call it Dovarchu, i.e. water dog, or Anchu, which is the same. Peter Costello, a noted authority on Irish lake monsters, has studied this case carefully and makes a number of thought-provoking comments. Just before we get to Costello, it's important that we first have an awareness of a footnote that appears in an 1866 edition of Flaherty's book, which was published by the Dublin, Ireland-based Archaeological Society. The editor of this particular edition said in the footnote, "In these western parts, this animal is generally called each usage, which means a water horse, and he is described as having a black, shining skin and switchtail without hair." The story related by our author is yet told in the neighborhood of Low Mask. On this issue, Peter Costello says, "There seems to be some confusion here. The word Dovarchu does sometimes mean an otter in Irish, but Hardiman seems to be mixing up two creatures which are carefully distinguished in the folk tradition. In 1843, the author of Wild Sports of the West observed that in Connaught, animals of the extraordinary, sick information, and strange virtues are supposed to inhabit lakes and rivers. Among these, the seahorse and the master otter are preeminent. By a singular anomaly, the first is said to be found in certain island locks, and his appearance is imagined to be fatal to the unfortunate person who encounters it." Costello adds to this, "O'Flaherty's Irish crocodile is presumably the master otter, while the seahorse is the usage of Gaelic stories. It has often been suggested that some reports of lake monsters could be sightings of large otters," adding that suggestions have been made to the effect of the Loch Ness animal might be a long-necked otter-like animal. Well, it was interesting. It starts off as the Irish crocodile, but yet kind of went away just to an otter or something. It's kind of weird how they transcended it from that. But there you go. The monster book, Creatures, Beasts, and Fiends of Nature by Nick Redfern. Irish crocodile. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it. See you on the next one. Bye.